Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Nabil Hakimi. I'm from CS 114C. Today, I will present about brief overview the study. The skills required for entrepreneurship include creativity, initiate problem solving, resource management, and understanding of both finance and technology. Entrepreneurs and entrepreneurial people can bring about change and adapt thanks to these abilities. They may be created through entrepreneurship training and education that emphasize a business mindset and behavior. We can see an overview of the advantage and disadvantage of the entrepreneurial competency of UiTM Tapah student as prospective entrepreneur or who has started their business. Problem statement of current issue. Lack of knowledge. Lack of knowledge in entrepreneurship also affects millions of graduates that lack entrepreneurial competencies to start up new business and create jobs to employ others. Second, difficulties in searching for business education. Therefore, students are now having difficulties in searching for business education that can equip them with the necessary entrepreneurial knowledge and skills to succeed in running business or to create a job from seizing existing entrepreneurial opportunities.
Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Afiq bin Mat Kamal. My student ID is 2021-837-974. So I will present about problem statement and objective. So we go to the problem statement. The first one is offered entrepreneurship courses was insignificant. This is proven whereas in 1970, the number of colleges and universities that offered entrepreneurship courses was insignificant. During the last decades, there appeared more than 1,600 of them. This statement is made by Correcco article at 2005. The second problem statement is job opportunities are inevitably limited. So this problem statement was proven from the statement written by Brown at 1999 and Henry at 2003. So the statement is, in today's competitive job environment, total job opportunities are inevitably limited and thus one must compete to secure a job as the supply of jobs is limited. And the last problem statement is, many people lost their jobs. This problem statement is proven by Melinda Smith, Jane Segal, and Lawrence Robinson from 2023. So their statement is, many people around the world have lost their jobs or sources of income because of economic uncertainty, the global pandemic, lack of knowledge and skills in entrepreneurship and business, or other reasons beyond their control. So as we know, our country, many people at our country lost their jobs because of pandemic COVID-19. So this problem statement proof. For the objective, we have three objectives. The first one is to identify the level of entrepreneurial knowledge and skill of UiTM Tapah student. So we want to identify the level of entrepreneurial knowledge for students who enroll in ENT 300 and who not enroll in ENT 300. The second one is to determine whether the knowledge acquired requires skill assistance are significant or not in the field of entrepreneurship to achieve success for UiTM Tapah student. So we want to know entrepreneurship is important things or not to success in entrepreneurship, business or others. The last objective is to evaluate the effectiveness of entrepreneurship education courses. Also, we want to know the ENT 300 is effective to students who want to go further for entrepreneurship or not. So, we go next to research hypothesis.
Okay, for the research hypothesis, first one, we want to test whether there is a difference in the level of skill from each student for 4 entrepreneurship skills. A. Communication and listening skill. B. Teamwork and leadership skill. C. Time management and organizational skill. D. Strategic thinking and planning skill. H0 is mu A equals to mu B equals to mu C equals to mu D. H1 is mu A not equal to mu B not equal to mu C not equal to mu D. Okay, the second one, we claim that UiTM Tapah students are able to increase their knowledge after enrolling in ENT 300 courses. To test our claim, a sample of UiTM Tapah is selected and the record for their knowledge before and after enrolling in ENT 300 courses to test our claim at A0.01. H0 is mu1 minus mu2 equals to mu D equals to D0. For the H1, mu1 minus mu2 not equal to mu D not equal to D0.
Significance of the study. Entrepreneurship enables students to become independent and put their creativity into producing something unique in this competitive environment. Entrepreneurship knowledge improves one's analytical and logical ability, allowing one to tackle any situation. In today's fiercely competitive economy, entrepreneurship plays a crucial role in enabling students to develop into self-sufficient individuals who can tap into their creativity and produce original ideas. Students who participate in entrepreneurship education and learn about it develop valuable abilities and perspective that they can use in many other facets of their life. The importance of entrepreneurship for students may be summed up by its ability to promote independence, unleash creativity and strengthen logical and analytical skills. It gives pupils the confidence to take charge, grow resilient and adjust to changing conditions. A crucial advantage for students in today's dynamic and competitive market. The entrepreneurial attitude acquired via entrepreneurship education has extensive implications in both entrepreneurial endeavors and conventional professional pathways.
So my name is Aklan Zain and I'm going to present about literature review.
In Malaysia, a country with abundant natural resources and significant economic growth potential, the need for skilled entrepreneurs is crucial. However, this existing literature highlights a concerning trend wherein millions of Malaysian graduates lack the necessary entrepreneurial competencies. Considering this challenge, it becomes imperative to implement an educational program that enhances student ECs. This is crucial to ensure that higher education institutions fulfill their role in producing graduates who possess the ability to identify and seize business opportunity. For entrepreneurial knowledge and skill, entrepreneurial skills are equally vital in the journey towards business success. These skills include creativity, critical thinking, problem solving, decision making, communication, leadership and resilience. The possession and application of the skill enable entrepreneurs to overcome challenges, seize opportunities and effectively manage their ventures. Theoretical framework, based on the figure above, it shows that the independent variable is entrepreneurial knowledge and skill and the dependent variable is student achievement. Therefore, entrepreneurial knowledge and skill can help boost student performance to achieve lots of things such as greater CGPA and greater marks in their final. Because entrepreneurial knowledge and skill include skill that for creativity, critical thinking, problem solving, decision making and communication skill. These skills are important to help students to build their confidence and to enhance their performance in academic.
Okay, for the research question, first one, we want to know what is the level of entrepreneur knowledge and skill of UiTM Tapah students. The second one, we want to know how to determine whether the knowledge acquired requires skills assistant or not in the field of entrepreneurship to achieve success for UiTM Tapah students. And the last one is it possible to evaluate the effectiveness of entrepreneurship education courses?
I would like to present about sampling technique and sampling frame. In our research study, we are using primary data, which is we collected the data by online survey that is distributed from us. Our target population is student in UiTM Tapah, who it takes ENT 300 course. The number of students who is enrolled in that course is 284 students. We are using the Krejci and Morgan table to identify our sample size, which is n equal to 163. How to find the sample size? So our population is 284, so we write it in capital N2. And here we are using Krejci and Morgan table. But in this table, we don't have sample size for 284. We only have 280 and 290, and this is their sample size. So we need to find the value in the middle, which is for 284. Therefore, we are using interpolation technique that can get us more close to 284. So we need to rename, like population 1 is 280, population 2 is 284, population 3 290, and for sample size 1 is 162. Sample size 2 we need to find later, and sample size for 3 is 165. So here is the formula. We need to substitute each value, and then we cannot have decimal values, so we estimate it to 163. We are using stratified random sampling as our sampling technique. Stratified random sampling is a method of sampling that involves a divisions of population into smaller subgroups that are known as strata. From the population, which is 284 students, are divided into 7 code programs, and we call it as subgroup. And from the subgroup, we are randomly selected 163 students to be our respondent. Okay, next is data analysis. So we have two types of data analysis, which is descriptive analysis and inferential analysis. So for descriptive analysis is the type of data that help to describe, show and summarize data point in constructive way, such that pattern might emerge that fulfill every condition of data. For example, for gender chart, we can see that male respondents are more than female respondent, which is with 53%. Next is code program. Students that from AC110 are the most with 34%. Meanwhile, students in CS112 are the least, which is 2%. Inferential analysis is the method that will be used to draw the conclusion. After we check our assumption, which is the normality, we define that our data are not normal. So we are using the Wilcoxon sign rank test and the fragment test to achieve our objective. So both of the tests is for non-parametric tests. For Wilcoxon sign rank test, we claim that UiTM Tapah students can increase their knowledge after enrolling in ENT 300 course. To test our claim, a sample of UiTM Tapah is selected and the record of their knowledge before and after enrolling in ENT 300 course to test our claim at alpha equal to 0.05. So here we got from the data we got from SPSS output. Alright, for decision rule is reject hash null if p-value from SPSS output is less than 0.05. Since p-value SPSS output equal to 0.00 less than alpha equal to 0.05, we reject hash null. So in conclusion, Therefore, at alpha equal to 0.05, there is enough evidence to conclude that our claim is UiTM students can increase their knowledge after enrolling in ENT 300 course. So next is for fragment test. We use it to test whether there is significant difference between mean from each student for 4 entrepreneurship skill. So here this is their hypothesis testing. Okay, so for the decision rule, reject hash null if p-value from SPSS output less than 0.05. Since p-value from SPSS output equal to 0.035 less than 0.05, then we reject hash null. So in conclusion for this question is, at alpha equal to 0.05, there is sufficient evidence that we can conclude there is significant difference between mean in the level of skill from each student for entrepreneurship skill.
Okay, last but not least, expected main finding. At the conclusion of the study, we feel that entrepreneurship education is important for students at UiTM Tapah before they desire to get involved in the entrepreneur sector themselves. Thank you.